You know, it was a hard fight, hard to win in the Big 12, hard to win on the road, hard to win on the road against a top 25 team. You know, proud of these guys for hanging in there and not listening to all the negativity and all the stuff. You know, I thought they did an incredible job of just keeping their head down and, you know, not paying attention to all the junk that was out there. And man, just really proud of them, proud of the guys. And they showed a fight. We had to overcome a ton of adversity, you know, 4 turnovers. We had almost 300 yards in the first half and only 14 points to show for it. You know, normally when you do that, make those kind of mistakes and you lose the game. And to our guys' credit, they just strained so hard and played so hard. They weren't going to let it happen. So just really proud of them, and it says a lot about who they are. Just couldn't be more proud of a football team and an organization and coaches and everybody, because that was a tough, hard-fought win, and we got it done.
One of the biggest plays of the game, Coach, was Jordan's punt return. Can you talk about that play?
Yeah, you know, we haven't gotten him loose at all this year, you know, and the punter had been hanging the ball up, and he hit that line drive punt, and Jordan was able to get it back on him quick. As soon as it came off his foot, I thought, okay, here we go, we got a shot. And he made a great play, really good blocking. I thought he was going to get in the end zone. I was hoping he was going to, but, you know, got us down there, and then Nate kicked a big field goal, you know, and again, credit Nate for making that field goal, which was obviously the game winner. It's huge for us, and proud of those guys, man. It was good for us to make plays on special teams to help us win. So really proud of the guys.
How nice was it to see the defense bounce?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it was great. You know, look, we're trying to decide what to do right there at the end of the game. You got a 4th and 1.5 probably. And if you put the game away right there, obviously, you know, you get a first down, you take a knee, game's over. Kick a field goal, it's not a bad thing. You go up by a field goal, or up by 6, still touchdown beat you. You know, really the book says go for it, and we did, and wish we would have gotten it, but it made it a lot easier. Then you got to give our defense credit. You know, we let the quarterback get out. They hit us on a seam route, and then the quarterback got out, and then our guys bowed up and got a stop when we needed to. And Vernon Glover, I think, pressured the kicker off the edge. You know, I think he was really, really close. I think that probably had an impact on the kicker, quite frankly. And again, you got to give Vernon credit. Made a big play, and fortunate to get the win. You know, I assumed the guy was going to make it, and we were talking about what we were going to do. We got the ball back with about 40 seconds after they kicked off, and we're putting together a script to, you know, drive down the field and kick a game-winning field goal. But, you know, fortunately, we pressured them a little bit and missed it.
It's a really good start for the offense tonight.
Yeah.
Just talk about what went into
Yeah, we wanted to take the ball first. You know, we felt like we'd been really slow to start, so that was an emphasis for us to you know, take the first possession down the field and go score. And I thought we had a great game plan. I thought we really executed it well. Josh was very comfortable. Offensive line really protected well, really all night. They got us a couple times when they zero blitzed us, but I thought the O-line played extraordinarily well. You know, we're banged up. We got guys playing out of position. You know, a lot of guts with that offensive line group tonight. The same thing with our defensive front. I mean, those guys showed a lot of guts. When you play Houston, you got to run the ball and you got to stop the run, and we did that. Really proud of our guys. Great effort, and yeah, proud of them.
Coach, just looking at the score, it looks closer than what it was. You guys had a couple touchdowns called back. Can you talk about those plays that got called back? Did you agree with some of those calls?
You know, I mean, it's probably better for me not to say, honestly. The one with Chase where he cut was awfully close.
That's the one I was.
Yeah, we threw a touchdown to Jordan. I don't know, you know, that was close. The holding penalty too on the screen was close. Sometimes you get the calls and sometimes you don't. We didn't get those two, but we found a way to overcome it. Found a way to overcome that. Found a way to overcome 4 turnovers. Hard to win when you do that, but the only way you can do it is play hard and believe, and our guys did that.
What can you say about the performance of both Jeremy and John tonight?
Ran hard, man. They ran hard. Again, the offensive line blocked well, and those guys ran the ball hard, and it was physical, and they had to do it, and really proud of them for doing it. You know, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they both ran a lot bigger than they are. Running the football was going to be critical tonight. We knew it was going to be. We had the long drive, You know, ate most of the fourth quarter up on that long drive down there. Would have loved to finish the game off with that 4th and 1, like I said earlier. But proud of our defense for responding and getting a stop.
When you think about this win too, as far as Houston being a really good recruiting area
Yeah.
for TCU, do wins like this play into that at all?
You know, I don't know. I mean, you know, recruiting now is not really about anything but money, if you want to know the truth. And so, you know, I think it'll help. Certainly won't hurt, but money is going to make a difference.
Coach, when you look at this game, this is a top 25 win.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since y'all got that, but how important is that? Not only to end the 2-game skid, but to
Yeah.
get a top 25 team over a good
Yeah,
team.
yeah, it's good. It's hard to win on the road in the Big 12. You know, I mean, you know, we lost to Kansas State and Iowa State. They were both, I think one of them was 11 preseason, one of them was 15 preseason. I mean, those were teams that were supposed to be good teams and are good teams, and it's hard to win on the road, man. It's hard. You know, same thing, I think Arizona State actually was 11. I'll take that back. But I know Kansas State and Iowa State were both ranked in the top 25 preseason. Man, there's just a lot of parity in our league. You know, there's good football. It's hard to win. It's particularly hard to win on the road. It's hard to win against good teams. But we did what we had to do to win tonight. A lot of mistakes. You know, I mean, sometimes we were our own worst enemy. You know, the penalties killed us, obviously, in the first half. It's good to see that equal out a little bit in the second half. I think we had 6 penalties to none at halftime. Was thankful that went the other way a little bit in the second half. But, you know, we had to overcome a lot.
With no Bud out there, how big was it to get those type of performances you did from JT and Julius? Though?
Huge. Yeah, I thought both those guys played incredibly well. You know, you could tell they were going after us early. You know, we're targeting those young guys, and man, they both made plays. Really, really proud of them. Really proud of them. Can't say enough about how hard they competed, and they fought. They played with confidence. It was awesome to see.
Coach, this was a good game for Manjack.
Yeah.
Playing against his own team. Can you just talk about
Yeah,
how you guys
good.
got him involved?
Yeah, it was good to see him get involved, and we had a ton of success with the screen, obviously, and like I said, got a touchdown call back on it. But yeah, it was good to see him come out and have success. Good to see him get a win. You know, I love Joseph, man. He's a great kid. I know this game meant a lot to him. So just really, really happy for him. You know, it's hard when you go play against your teammates in some place where you were. And you certainly want to win, and you certainly want to play well, and you know, he did both.
Sonny, with the holiday coming up this week, how do you handle preparing for Cincinnati?
Yeah, just business as usual. You know, I think we'll get our players a little bit more sleep than normal. Instead of being in the building at 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m., they'll probably be able to come in at 6:30. So a little bit extra sleep, you know, going into the game. And another good football team. I don't know how Cincinnati did, but another top 25 football team is my guess that's coming in, and to our place next week, and see if we can get to win number 8.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay.